morning and assalamu alaikum, my dear student. Welcome you all today's business organization and management class. This is Shahinur Begum, lecturer of management department in Milestone College. Hope that all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty. I hope all of you are ready for the class with your book and copy. Today I will start a chapter from your second paper book, and this chapter name is Staffing, chapter 5. Now let's talk about chapter 5. Chapter 5 is a very important chapter, and this chapter name is Staffing. This is the most important functions of management. As you know that in management there are 7 functions. So staffing is the third functions of management. So let's talk about today's important topics. So what is staffing, steps of staffing, process of staffing. So this is very important topics. Let's talk about discussion of this staffing. Dear student, now I am going to discuss about staffing chapter. This is very important chapter from your second paper book, chapter 4, about staffing. First of all, dear student, you have to read the definition of staffing. In this chapter, today I will discuss about the definition of staffing, the steps of staffing, then that one is sources of recruitment. So each things are related with staffing. In this chapter, there are another topics. That one is HRM. That one is human resource management. Human resource management is very important in this modern business world, and it is directly close to the staffing, and without staffing never can be done human resource management. So anyway, first of all you have to revise or you have to read the definition of staffing. What is staffing? Now let's talk about what is staffing. It's a function. We know that there are 7 functions in management, like planning, organizing, staffing. So this is all about the third function and very important functions of management, and the function of collection of staff. So first one is collection of staff, then selecting, appointing and training. Number 1, collection of staff. Number 2, selecting. Number 3, appointing, training and developing them with the view of developing the workforce for the organization is called staffing. So this is very important. So dear student, you try to remember there are 4 things. So this is called the staffing process also. If you know the definition of staffing properly, you can give the answer staffing process. Now let's talk about different types of staffing process. Dear student, as you know that now revision class is going on, your exam is knocking at the door. So within this short time I have to review almost every important topics from this chapter. Anyway, steps of staffing process. Already I have completed the definition of staffing. Now I am going to tell about steps of staffing process. It's all about a procedure. Now first one is recruitment, then selection, then appointment, then training. This is a very good and very simple process for the staffing. Anyway, first staffing process is recruitment. What do you mean by recruitment? Recruitment means what? How to recruit for the organization or business venture. Recruitment means when more than individual or more people accumulate in a place for selecting them. After recruitment, when the people came from them, the suitable people, the efficient people, the skillful people, they are selecting. This is the second process of staffing. Number one is first one is recruitment, second one is selection. This is the second steps of staffing. Third one, that means appointment. In selection process, there are some method like written test, viva. After this selection, the new employee, they have given the appointment letter. And this is the third process of staffing. This is called appointment. After appointment, what will come? The most important things for the staffing process. This is all about the final process. This is called the staff. This is called the training. Through the training, a freshers, a new employment, they will be very efficient, very skillful by getting the training. These trainings sometimes that is practical or this is theoretical. Today, after completing this, I will discuss about there are some training method. I will discuss about training method. Generally, dear student, we know in training method there are two methods of training. As you know that training is very important for the organization, for the freshers, for the employee. So in your book there is written training method are divided into two types. Number one, on the job training, and number two, off the job training. This is very important topics to you. Almost every year question come from these topics. What is on the job training? What is off the job training? Anyway, about these topics I will discuss later on. Now I am going to discuss about sources of recruitment. Sources of recruitment. Okay, let's talk about sources of recruitment. It's a very interesting topics to you, dear students. So follow the class. First one is internal sources. Second one is external. First one is internal, second one is external. So you know what is internal sources. When any employee, they are collecting from the internal organization, that time this is called internal source. And on the other hand, when any employee, when any newcomer, when any freshers, they have given the employment from the outsider, that time this is called the external sources of recruitment. Now let's talk about what is internal sources. There are some process in internal sources. When the employee has given recruitment, number one is promotion. Through the promotion in internal sources, first one is promotion. Second one is recommended of employment personnel. Third one is recommended of trade union. So number one is promotion, number two is recommended of employment personnel, number three one is recommended of trade union. As you know that in every big or middle organization, they have some trade union, or they have the recommendation. Through this recommendation from the internal sources, they can easily recruitment. Now let's talk about external sources. So first of all, you try to learn the name of the external sources. First one is job seeker. It's a very important matter all over the world through the pandemic. Nowadays, most of the big organization, this is stopped, like such a big brand Zara. And job seeker. Number 2 is educational institutions. Number 3 is employment exchange center. Number 3 is employment exchange center. Number 4 is vocational training institutions. Hope that everybody are familiar what is vocational institutions. Number 5 is advertisement. It's a very common and easy process. Through the advertisement, different types of information, the outsider people, the newcomer, each and everybody, universally they can know through the information. Through the advertisement, everybody get the information about the job. So dear student, again I am telling, staffing is a very important topic for you. Your exam is knocking at the door. So in that case, revision class is going on. You have to revise about the staffing, definition of staffing, how staffing is related with human resource management, how staffing help the human resource management process, the steps of staffing process like recruitment, selection, appointment, training. And you have to read the sources of recruitment. Here is already I have discussed before some time internal sources and external sources. Internal sources and external sources, and I have discussed about training. It's a very important and most important topics, the training process, on the job training and off the job training. Today up to this you have to take good preparation for your coming exam. Best of luck everyone, and Assalamu alaikum. Thank you all.